Warning. The content in this podcast contains colorful language, spirited conversation, and some good old-fashioned ignorance. So get out of your bag and let's get on with it.
Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it then.
Take your time.
Pardon me. Welcome to the Cranberry Podcast, the podcast about absolutely nothing. So if there's nothing in your cup, please fill it up.
How you doing?
I'm solid. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I'm having a great weekend. I've been having fun all weekend.
No shit.
Yes.
What'd you do this weekend?
Went to go see like a dueling piano show, which was really cool.
That shit was fire.
We the crowd, was a little beige, but they requested a lot of rap songs. I was not expecting Juvenile to be played on the piano
by a white guy.
By a white guy.
Back that ass up, too. No less. He did his shit, though.
So there was a couple of funny ones. Of course, we did. After we saw that vibe, then we're like, okay, well, then we got to request Not Like Us.
That went crazy.
Everybody seemed to like it and was into it.
That shit.
There was a little table of like they were celebrating a birthday, and it seemed and I think some of them are, I guess, were from Compton, and so they were very like hype in a general sense.
Right.
So, but it was a good time.
No, it was fire.
We tried to go skating, but rooftop skating, but it was so hot. That we skated for like
know that about me.
5 minutes, and then we were like, all right, we're done.
I didn't want people to know that about me.
Oh, you didn't want them to know?
No, that was a secret.
But yeah, it's been fun.
But no, that was a good time, man. The skating was cool. We skated for like 2.5 minutes. And
then we went and had a churro.
And then we went fucking had a churro like an old motherfucker would. Yeah, time I had to get my Geritol out. Bow, bust that on. Yeah, that was crazy. It was crazy hot up there, but like, what do you think? You're getting as close as possible. Well, not as possible, but you're getting a lot closer to the sun.
I don't think that's
the truth.
No,
that makes it a difference.
No, it doesn't.
That makes it a difference. You are technically getting closer to the sun from the ground.
How far is the Earth away from the sun already?
Matter.
So that little bit of
yes.
distance is making a difference.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I think so. My temperature already be on 113. So.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
For you.
For me, it
was just hot yesterday.
For me, it was unbearable. Damn near like low key.
There was no
I was
shade.
like, okay, you know what? Yeah, no shade. Those people need to get their shit together. Anyway, so drink of the day. What are the drink of the day? What are the drink of the day? What are the drink of the day?
So our rainbow drink. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what it's called. That's why.
I don't either. This is just some rainbow shit that that Brittany found on the internet.
I did. So I thought it would be fitting because it's Pride Month, and so like, why not a rainbow drink? So.
It's as rainbowy as we could get it, okay? I didn't get it was supposed to be some kind of blue vodka that I was supposed to use that I didn't use. I didn't have it.
Still looks rainbow.
It does to have its rainbow integrity. Look at that shit. Still got rainbow integrity.
And it's good.
Yeah, let's taste it.
It's very tropical.
Yeah, it is. It is. And this is basically made with pineapple juice, grenadine, and some sort of blue vodka. Mm-hmm. I didn't have the blue vodka. I did have blue curacao. Mm-hmm. So I used that instead. I believe so. I don't know. I've heard it pronounced like so many ways, but the last time I heard it pronounced was some guy I was watching on TV, and he said blue curacao. Oh no, he didn't say blue curacao. He said curacao. It's a city.
That's probably right, because the way I've said it in the past does not sound right at all.
Yeah, blue curacao.
I'll be making up all kind of words when I don't know how to pronounce something.
We all do that shit.
But it's really good.
Yeah, it is bomb. It tastes actually good. But instead of the blue vodka, what I did was I mixed vodka, pineapple juice, and the Caribbean shit. Malibu rum. So Malibu rum, vodka, and pineapple juice.
Although Malibu,
so I still got the vodka in there. It just ain't.
It's not in the Caribbean, but somehow I knew what you were talking about.
It says Caribbean on the shit.
It does.
Oh.
But like
what?
I don't know. It just didn't seem like those two things went together. I was like, Malibu. But I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
All right. I don't know.
But yes. So for those that don't know much about Pride Month, let me just give a little bit of the history.
Yeah.
Right. So Pride Month came out of, well, it was actually like an anniversary of a like a protesting, I guess, if you will. Basically, you know, in the 1960s, you know, serving alcohol to gay people, I guess, was illegal. And so there was all these little spots that actually had like places for them to get drinks. And one place that the police raided, I guess, a spot in New York, I think it was called like Stonewall.
Yeah.
Stonewall, you know, they
Stonewall Inn.
There we go.
Yeah.
And so they roughed some people up. You know, everybody
Get your gay ass over here.
You know what? In the 1960s, it just seemed like the police were just roughing up everybody who was in the marches.
Anybody they could do it. Yeah.
So, you know, of course, people were upset. They protested. It was like 6 days of protesting. And then, you know, and 1 year later, they did the anniversary. And so they decided to do a march in honor of, you know, what happened the year prior.
Right.
Which kind of started that anniversary every year. Yep. And then eventually, I think it said it was Bill Clinton in the 90s.
Bill Clinton, 1999.
Then it went, of course, and like made it more of an official like Pride Month.
Yeah, he officially deemed it Pride Month of June. And they've been celebrating, shaking their asses, fucking up traffic ever since. Fucking up traffic right by your crib. Shut all them streets down. Bow, you can't come through here.
It wasn't even June though when they did it. It was still May.
Was it?
Yep.
Okay. Either way, it don't matter. They were still fucking up traffic.
For some reason, in different cities, they have their Pride Parade outside of June, like different months.
Yeah.
But still cool nonetheless. But yeah, I didn't know how it got started until we started doing the research for this, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. And it seems like a lot of them, like, months in honor of whatever start off as like something that was happening for like a day or a week.
Right.
And then it, you know, gets honored as a whole month.
Yeah.
So kind of cool.
No, it's super cool. That's super cool. I'm glad those people, you know, got their freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like black people got ours. What? I know. Hey, listen, I'm not the best tactful when it comes to word. I just be saying what the fuck I say. But you get the sentiment. I'm not being disrespectful. Anyway, I am glad that that you know everybody is allowed legally to be themselves. It's just, that's the thought of that kind of is just weird that you would have to say some shit like that. But either way, back in the 60s, before this Stonewall raid, it was actually illegal to masquerade as the opposite sex in New York. Real law. Fact checked it. Yeah, real shit, man. That's super strange. So, leads me to, I guess, a question that I have for you.
Okay.
All right. So, have you ever, like, were afraid to be yourself because of something like that somebody you cared about or you cared what they think had to say about it? Have you ever just like been afraid to be yourself in any moment?
No particular moment comes to mind, but I want to say probably, you know, have like, you know, haven't expressed like full thoughts or ideas about things because of the thought of what other people might think about it. But I think that's just general, like maybe insecurity as a human being. But I can't think of like a particular like moment or series of moments where that has occurred. What about you?
Every day I go to work.
Why is that?
Man, look, okay, so yeah, am I friendly? Sure. But I'm not like I'm like leave me the fuck alone friendly. Right? Like if you leave me alone, I'm nice as fuck to you.
It's okay. Right? This doesn't sound like it goes together.
Use your imagination, bitch. Use your imagination when you meet me. Kind of, not really. Yeah, use your fucking imagination. Just assume that I'm the nicest guy. Just don't say nothing to me. I won't say nothing to you. I'll give you the head nod. You know what I'm talking about? One of those. throw the chunk the deuces up at you with the head tilt. Like we both know something. Yeah.
Okay. So because you go to work and you're nicer than usual.
Oh, Pride Month. Pow. I'm gonna do that periodically. Pride Month.
That means that you're like not being yourself.
You've been on the phone with me when I'm at work.
It's funny. Yeah, this is great. So I'm like, okay. Don't they just call that code switching?
It is called technically code switching, but I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's the hood term for it. I speak the language of business when I'm in a business atmosphere.
But see, that to me that seems appropriate. I don't think anybody is fully themselves at work because it's not appropriate to be your full self at work. I
guess that's true. Yeah, it seems like the people that I interact with at work, they tend to, after a while, it's like Big Brother, or Real World. I think that was the tagline on Real World, when it stops being fake and starts getting real.
When people stop being polite and start getting real.
Boom, that one. So at work, at some point, the professionals are gonna always be that, and then so the unprofessional is gonna be themselves, because that's like a default switch. Bow. It just seems like more people are just I'm gonna say faking it, but you can tell what their intentions are, I guess. You know what I mean? Like energy. I'm real big on energy, so when I feel your energy. I'm not always right, but I'm always super close. Fuck you. I'm always right.
I will say this though. I think for some people it takes more energy and effort than others. Just kind of depending on your own level of comfort.
Yeah.
And so I'll kind of just speak from my own experience of like when I first started working at the job I'm at now.
Yeah.
I didn't really know people, so it took a lot of effort for me to like try to be engaging or try to not fit in, but like feel the culture of that environment.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a lot more energy. Now, they already know me. They already know my work ethic. I don't need to present myself necessarily a certain way, per se.
Right. Yep.
Even though, of course, I'm in a leadership position, so I still, of course, present myself a certain way because that is the job. However, it doesn't take a lot of effort.
Okay.
Like it's just kind of like,
that's fair.
I know where my boundaries are and how I want to present myself in that particular environment. So it's more of an active choice as opposed of like, this is something I feel like I need to do. If that makes sense.
No, that makes all the sense in the world, and I couldn't agree more. It took me a very long time to learn how to do that. How to still be like, fuck you, but I'm gonna still work with you, and pretend to be nice to you still.
But I feel like anytime you're working with another person or you're doing anything with another person, there is a level of adjustment that has to be made because no two people want the exact same thing at the exact same time. So even in your personal life, like think about like your relationship, maybe not your personal relationship with your parents, but people's relationship with their parents versus their relationship with their siblings versus their relationship with friends. Like in each of those environments, it's still you. It's just a different version of how you would want to present yourself. Like I'm not going to talk to my mom the same way that I talk to my sister. It's just that's just not going to happen.
Sure.
Not because I'm being fake with her, but just the relationship is different.
Yeah. I mean, when you break it down like that, it's it all just seems so elementary, but it just sometimes it's just more complicated than that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it just is. It's not.
I think there's layers for sure.
Yeah. Definitely layers to it. It is a skill. I'd have to say that it is a skill to be able to master the energy that you would have to provide on a fairly regular basis.
Now, question, because you've actually dated people outside of your race before.
No, I haven't. Only queens, only black queens. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you. Yes, I have dated All races.
So, do you find that you're different at all with, when you're dating a black woman versus when you're dating somebody of another race?
Do I feel like I need to be different?
Yeah, or do you find yourself being different?
No, I'm me. I'm me in that aspect. I'm definitely me with somebody that if I'm gonna spend all my time with you,
yeah,
right, potentially, I want to be myself around you. I don't want to be on. So, I need somebody that I can be like extra comfortable with, and just like where I could just fucking just, you know what I mean?
That was not a great noise.
That's not a great noise.
Has anybody ever said or did anything that you felt like crossed the line a little bit racially?
When I was dating?
Yeah.
Never.
Okay.
Never. I mean, one little Mexican broad said nigga once, and I let it happen. I was just like, yeah, because she was a little rah-rah, and I don't know. I gave her a pass. She had a pass because she was with me. She had a pass, but
that does not give you a pass. But you gave her a pass.
It doesn't give. It doesn't. That's a thing. That's like. That's to each his own.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say.
I would say the wider community
wrong.
Is not.
I'm gonna say okay. So all right, now we're gonna have that. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it racial. All right, check it. Because I can ask a question, and I don't hear you. I don't see you with no fucking picket flags and fucking pitchforks going on.
Okay.
Joey Crack. He say nigga all the time. Is he black?
I don't even know who that is.
Joe, you know who Fat Joe is. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, Fat Joe. Okay,
Joey
but
Crack.
you didn't say that.
Joey
You gotta
Crack.
use a name I recognize.
You should know that's his name.
No, I didn't know that was his name.
Joey Crack. So
yeah.
You telling me that it's only specific to the people you date or just people in general?
No, I think people in general. Now, look, I think that you're right. There are some people, and I don't know what it is about like how you carry yourself that gives you like a quote unquote pass or not a pass.
Exactly.
Because I feel like it's like that with, and not just about race, but in general, like somebody like famous could do something dumb and another person could do the same dumb thing and everybody will like jump on one person and not the other. Robert Downey Jr. with the blackface in was that it? Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder.
Nobody said anything. And nobody appeared to be offended. However, he did do it, so I don't know. I don't know what it is. But
so you gave that a pass?
When I watched the movie, it didn't even like...
It didn't dawn on you immediately he was in blackface?
No. I didn't even know it was him until towards the end of the movie.
Well, no, but I mean is when you realize he was in blackface, whenever that point was, beginning or end of the movie.
No, for whatever reason, like I had like a slight pause, I will say, but like, but it didn't bother me still for whatever reason, and I don't know why.
I got you.
Because there have been other times where like for sure it has bothered me, but you're right. Maybe, and I think. I guess it depends on your perception of the person and your perception of their intent.
Yeah.
That makes the difference. But I will say that even though yes, you give the pass, it's still not cool either way.
Okay. Then I'll have you look at it through a different lens.
Okay.
Okay. When you address it, are you giving power to the word?
What do you mean?
So if somebody says it and then you address it, are you just giving more power to how this word affects you? I
think it depends on the situation. I think there's some situations that even if they are saying it in malice where you got to decide how much energy do you really want to give the situation at this precise moment in time.
No. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I do see what you're doing. You're giving both angles. We can both agree if it's said in malice, it's ass kicking time. Okay. We can agree and move on. Yeah. What I'm talking about is the friendly, what's up, my nigga? But you ain't black.
I think setting the boundary is definitely appropriate.
Okay.
Like, if you're some random person that I don't know and that I'm probably not going to interact with again, we'll see whether or not I have like the energy to even entertain you. But if you're a person that's actually going to be around me, then yes, I'm going to have to put that boundary and say something, because that's not going to be okay for you to continue to do that. Now, if you're some celebrity or something and you're on TV, like I'm not going to be in the comments like writing anything, like that's just not, I just don't do that in general. So again, depends on the situation. However, I still feel the same across the board.
Okay.
What about for you?
For me, it's about my energy in the moment.
Okay.
If I feel like, I need to correct you, I'm gonna correct you. And if I feel like, man, I don't really care that much, I don't really care that much, because for me, I get the history behind the word and everything like that, and I 100%. If you say it in malice, to me, in a general, it doesn't. You could say bananas, or what I'm saying, whatever. Any word you say to me with malice,
right,
is ass kicking time, right? I heard a black man speak years and years ago, and he just basically was saying, like, when you let them know it bothers you, then it now you've shown your weakness. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a huge proponent of not showing my weakness. I don't like people to know my weakness, and if you think it's a weakness, I'll switch it up on your ass and it become a strength on your ass. Well, the fact of the matter is that it's still a weakness. It still bothers me, but I'm not going to let you know that it's a weakness and it bothers me.
Right.
That way you can't use it against me. You can say it all the fuck you want, but again, if you ever say it in malice, ass kicking time.
Man, you getting too old to be kicking asses.
I was talking to this chick at my job the other day. I told her, I was like, listen, I got about a good 5 minutes left in me. Just one good 5-minute rumble. And that's a long time in fighting. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean is I might got 2 minutes this day with this guy, a minute and a half with this guy, but in the reserve, I got 5 minutes of ass kicking that I can still do.
I don't need you going to the hospital messed up, can't move your neck and shit because you trying to be out there.
When's the last time I got into a fight and ended up in the hospital?
No, you haven't.
So
you ended up in the hospital just walking around in life.
That's a HIPAA violation. I want to contact everybody and I want to press everything.
Oh God!
Right
but
now.
You know what? I've done.
Don't tell my medical shit. What about that time you was in the hospital? See, then you're gonna be mad.
I haven't been in the hospital.
You've been in the hospital.
I've gone to the hospital. But there was a day all I did was I woke up and I stretched and I turned my neck and I was like,
see, that's
all
that
messed
old
up.
People shit. That's that old people
like,
shit.
what happened? I turned my neck when I woke up.
Yeah. That's that getting fucking old shit, man.
I'm gonna be 37. I'm really sad about it. That sounds like old.
Wow.
To me.
Fuck out of here.
I've never been 37 before.
I hate when you little young niggas. That's old niggas.
Well, because I'm gonna be, because now I'm like real close to 40.
40 was old, but I was like 18.
It feels old. Like a milestone of life. Although I do want to do a big trip. So for my 40th, I'm like gonna take like a big trip out of the country or something.
Sounds great. Let's talk about that shit off the pod.
Oh, my bad.
You just get comfortable with your boy because I'm just so fucking great.
Nah, you're not.
Okay.
Don't be lying to people out there.
Fine. All right. So I wanted to ask you a different question.
All right.
How do you feel about somebody breaking up with you over text?
Oh, I think that's so disrespectful.
Why?
Why disrespectful.
Is it? Where's the disrespect in that?
Because
does that mean that they don't respect you?
That's hence the word disrespect. No, I feel like that's the coward's way out. I feel like that's like, yeah, I just feel like it's completely disrespectful. Like, you can, you had this whole relationship with me, however long it was.
Yeah.
And, you don't even have the common decency to have an actual conversation with me, because it doesn't allow for a dialogue. It doesn't allow for that person to ask any questions, really. Like, and then via text, you can't hear the tone in somebody's voice. Like, there's just so many elements of communication that are missing when you're texting, that I think something like that is has a significant impact on your life deserves the respect of a face-to-face conversation.
Wow, face-to-face. It got to be face-to-face.
If you're breaking up with someone, I think so.
Like, take them to lunch.
Well, it doesn't have to be like an event, but I think it needs to be a conversation in person.
You just come over to their house. They think they're gonna get some dick.
I think it deserves to have like an actual conversation about if you have an adult relationship, then yeah. If you can't communicate what you want and what you need, then that's in and of itself tells the problem.
So,
why have you broken up with somebody via text?
Do you think that's why I'm asking the question?
Oh, I don't know.
All right. So how long is an acceptable amount of time to consider that face to face? Or is it, we got together today, tomorrow I want to break up with you, and I need to do it via face to face? No matter what, it's face to face, no matter what? Or is there a time attached?
No, there's no time.
No time limit attached.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
no matter how long we've been together.
Worst case, at least a phone call, like, but not text, not email, not nothing like that. I think that's so rude to me. To me, yeah. If we have enough of a relationship that we're together, then that seems really silly. Now, if we're just talking or whatever, and it's not really nothing, then by all means, text away. But if we're supposed to be in a relationship, it just seems real silly and very childish.
Yeah.
Why? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts on it are, I don't have thoughts. I don't really care that much about how you do it. If you do it, you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna kill you on how you did it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Unless you like hire a band and shit and show up at my job and sing the shit to me, then yeah, I might be a little bent out of shape. But just telling me, however you get that message across, courier by pigeon, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking Game of Thrones style, send the ravens, But whatever, my nigga. Like, I don't care how you do it. Honestly, I don't care how you do it. If you did it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy to get rid of your punk ass. Honestly, like at that point, if you break up with me via anything, I'm fucking awesome, man. If you break up with me at all, you got a chemical imbalance in there somewhere. You might need to go see somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was wrong with you that you was that goddamn dumb that you let all this get up out of there? Right up out of your fucking, you just let it. Mm-hmm. Something wrong, man. Something wrong. I'm talking shit, man. I'm talking shit. One more question, and then I'm gonna let you go. Like you, my guess and shit. Do you agree that women move mostly on emotion and men move mostly on logic? Do you believe that shit?
No.
You don't believe it at all?
I do not.
No. Sister Soldier, tell me more.
Well, I think that women are strategic.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say that emotion doesn't play into things. I think that women are just more comfortable expressing that emotion, so that we get this label like, oh, they're just much more emotional. But because personally, I feel like the men that I've interacted with are far more emotional. But the only way they will express it is by anger, but they will have a variety of different feelings, and will act on those feelings. But it just looks different. Women are just more expressive about it, and are able to identify the language for it better.
Identify the language of emotion.
Yeah, so they're able
how to express.
Yeah, they're able to actually say, I feel sad, as opposed to a man that might not say he feels sad. He might just
sit in front of the TV, grab a beer, and watch basketball.
Right. So it just appears like he's not having an emotional reaction. It's just all internal. This is all stereotypical. Obviously, there's a range and a variety for every person.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I haven't found that to be. Like, my ex was very much so jumping to conclusion, have a very emotional response. Will be like, okay, well, I'm not talking to anybody at all anymore. I have very emotional response, and nothing even happened. So to me, that's not any less or more emotional than somebody else.
Yeah. I can see what you mean. I can definitely see what you mean by women tend to just, say it, and men tend to just keep it to themselves. Mm-hmm. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's the smartest way of doing it. But honestly, the way that we express whatever we express, it's because it's how we are just built. You know what I'm saying? So when we do some shit, it's because it's making us feel comforted. It's like a self-preservation, right? Mm-hmm. No matter what we do, it's all like, yo, I'm gonna do this. This is my reaction to this because this is what's gonna eventually help me feel better about what the fuck is happening right now. So the emotional part of it, like you said, can be expressed in different ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just, like you say, looks different.
Yeah, and women have more emotional support. Like, women can go to other women or really anybody and talk about their feelings, and they can process them, where men are not socialized to do that. And if they do, they're looked at weird. Yeah. So it's not like you can call any of your man friends, like, after a breakup, be like, oh yeah, like, she really messed me. Like, you can, but like, he doesn't know how to respond to that. And what to do, and it's going to be like, okay, well, let's go out and drink and fuck bitches. It's not like, let's actually process how you actually feel.
We do not say, all right, let's see. I got to stop you right there.
I am. Obviously, it's not the exact language, but I mean, essentially, that ends up being the solution to the problem. Is let's go have fun and go talk to whatever.
That's fair, but nah, that's not how we.
Okay,
do things.
so if your friend
that's
is
how women
upset,
do things.
If your friend is upset, what's not? If your friend is upset,
girl, we fucking tonight. I know. I've heard. I heard about y'all.
I have never taken one of my friends out to be like, oh, let's go fuck on some dudes.
Nobody tells you anything, man. You square from Delaware, man. They not gonna tell you they going to fuck.
Okay.
They just
so
be
what
out
have
there
you
fucking.
done? What have you done when somebody male in your life has expressed to you in any capacity that they were upset about something?
I'm not gonna put those people out like that.
You don't have to say who.
I'm not gonna say who. So you asking me? Just ask me, has it happened? Because I can't very well on the pod be like, yeah, it was my uncle. Like,
no, I'm not.
Oh, you didn't say his name.
I'm not asking you to say who. I'm just saying, how did you respond or how do you respond in a general sense when that does happen?
I'm, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I got you. I'm with you right or wrong. So even if you wrong in a situation, I'm like, man, fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that bitch, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna even know that broad name in like a week. Don't even sweat that shit. She's nothing to you, nigga. She's nothing without you, nigga. Like that kind of shit. That's what I be saying. But I don't be like, yo, let's go get a beer and fuck bitches. Like, do cocaine. Like, who the fuck? That's TV shit. Well, they don't really do that.
Cocaine.
Yeah, that's what white people. Look at that. Watch a movie, man. Come on. They pull that shit out quick.
Ew.
They pull that shit out quick, boy.
All right, well.
We just don't do that. That's just not how we function. We don't actually do that.
Somebody I know, when they was getting over their last relationship, had like a big old rotation of women constantly.
Man, best way to get over one bitch is to get under another one. Everybody know this.
That's not dealing with your feelings though.
That is dealing with it.
That's not.
Through my dick. That's how I deal with it. Yes, it is. Don't tell me how to deal with my shit. That's the problem with you motherfuckers out here. Y'all always try to tell somebody what to do with their own shit.
Nobody said it was you, first of all.
Who? Well, who are you talking about? What you talking about? No, I thought we was talking in general.
Yes.
Oh, then now I'm talking in general.
Oh, okay. Well,
how did this shit get to be about me? I thought we was talking in general.
We are. But I
don't know. You lost me real quick. Like you took a turn. I don't know where you went. And then you came back. Anyway, I'm just saying that had it be me, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, legitimately, that's the saying. You get over one bitch by getting under another one. So yeah.
Do you really feel like that helps?
I do.
Really?
I do. Why are you so surprised? I do. Yes.
I didn't find that to be true.
Well, so that should be true for everybody?
No, but okay. I'm just saying that I was just giving my perspective from me. I was like, I didn't find that to be true. Fun, but not true.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen differently for everybody. Everybody's gonna feel differently about it. Some people want to do something. It's just all personality shit, right? Like it ain't even something I gotta explain.
But I don't see how that's dealing with the actual feeling, though. I guess that's where I'm kind of like stuck.
Well, you just have to understand some on a rudimentary level that everybody is just different. You know what I'm saying? Like
I guess that's how you deal with depression is that you do activities that you enjoy doing.
Think about it. The people who have depression that can't very well, let's just say, figure it out themselves. Right? They take medication, right? They just can't crack the code, But there are some of us who deal with depression and get through it. However we deal with it, whether it's fucking bitches, whether it's swallowing cum, whatever you niggas do, you know what I'm saying? Playing board games, however you do it, we all gonna do it differently.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, ain't gonna be everybody ain't no cookie cut or nothing up in here. Yeah.
Very interesting, though. But good questions today.
That was some good questioning. That was some good questioning. I had a blast today. I think I enjoyed my drink a lot more than you. Look, it's starting to look like a rainbow more, but it's
because it's like it's settled in.
Mine is gone. Look, yours look real good. You can see the green in there.
The blue, red. Yep, it looks good. You did a good job.
It was a good drink too. I'm a little lit from it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So, great pod today. Great pod. Yeah, boy.
Well, I did have a good time as usual. Looking forward to doing it next time.
All right, man. Let's do it again next time. All right, peace.
All right.